So going through the clubs also, Hampton Central, they got their first win back in Longy last week, in round 2 when they, again, they made 6 for 169 with Craig Amor making 60, names like that, they've been around for a while. And West Bentley just rolled for 77. I mean, that's that time of year for West Bentley, isn't it?
No Casey, these guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're just very hot and cold come, October, November, and then they really find their feet. And I think it's proven over the last few years that they really get some momentum in the second half of the season, and they've snuck into finals in doing so.
But in saying that, though, they've always had some sort of trump. Like last year it was Con, the years before it was Stacey.
Con's not playing at the moment. So.
No, and Case had a good job last year, but I think it would be a tough year. I know they beat Amiga. Well, we've seen what Amiga's produced in round 2, but I think it could be a tough year for West Bentley. Because I had a look at their list, and you got Lidster batting 3. You got a lot of these sort of fringe players from the last few years that have made their way in.
Ben Zilberstein's playing 2s.
Well, there you go. I think it could be a tough year for West Bentley, and again, the weight of the world will be on Mark Reed to take wickets and make runs. But yeah, it could be. It'll be interesting to see how they travel this year. But sorry, getting back to Hampton.
Yep.
They're gonna. There's always, and I think I said to this not long ago. All you need is an Amor or Dave Gold or someone like that to get on.
Even Steve May.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's even played the first 2 games from what I've read. That could be a headache. Cause a headache for a lot of teams.
I think so.
Year.
I mean, they've always had
Cam Dwyer. Like these guys were playing Longy Grand Final 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So, they'll be a handful for most teams.
And moving on to Brighton Union, I think we just
touched
on Avan, but look, I mean, they've got Anno at the club now. They've got the majority of their names from last season. I think the only name missing is King, or names missing are Kingy and Gurdon. But besides that, they had Veach. Having said that, Veach injured himself, so he's out for another month. So that's not good news for Union. They've got...
You've got Anno, but let's be serious. The guy's 42, 43. He's only going to have a certain amount of runs. The last year he played, I think we talked about it once before again, that semi-final he made 100 and something like that. But again, he's getting longer in the tooth, and there's a lot more singles on Hurley than there is on most of these other grounds. So that could take its toll. But again, I hope for Ive's sake, they're 0 and 2. The pressure would probably pretty much be on down there. Con Gorizides made runs in the 2 again.
Yeah, he made 50, and Vaughan he made 48.
You played him in the final last year. Does he come straight back in? Because they've got a few young kids in that middle order. But, if Veach out, and I think they're bowling, I don't think I've seen Covey. Is Covey playing?
Yeah, Cove's playing. He took 3 in round 1. And JWC took a couple as well, so he's bowling as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they went out.
You can't hang your hat on Anno because, again, it's up to the guys like Scorgie and Ive and even Kuzma and these sort of guys
Gregory as well
that have been there for a while. That
a lot of disunity in the off season last year for Brighton Union, and they've settled with what they've got. With the recruit of Anno as well. He wouldn't come cheap, Anno. I'm telling you now, he wouldn't come cheap. No. So, yeah, look, for Avan's sake, let's hope they're not at 0 and 3. We touched on Mackie, Kingston Heath we've spoken about. The other one was Amiga, and Mackie, Kingston Heath, Union, and Amiga are all winless at the moment. Mackie and Union are probably the surprise packets there, and Amiga, who finished I think 5th last season. They would have liked to have been on the board also. So yeah, look, it's a very interesting season, isn't it?
It's going to be very tight. It's going to be very close. It's going to be one of those seasons where, and LePage have started off well, where you can get as many wins as you can before Christmas. If you can notch up 4 wins before Christmas, you're going to be looking, to a top 4 finish at the end of the year. But look, hopefully for A&A, I think they've got the kids, they've got the talent, and they're 1-1. I think there's a tough first half of the year.
Yeah, I think it's Mackie after Bentley Uniting. So these are 2 games that will really test where we're at.
And Mackie's had the wood over us for a while now too.
Years,
so
that's right.
what a better opportunity to get a win while they're hopefully zipping through.
Fit and firing Stewie Campbell.
How is he going, Stu?
The Chipmunk's going all right. As we saw,
is he training?
Yeah, he is. We saw him top scorer in round 1, and tail end of the innings last week where he had a bit of a hit. But Stewie's enjoying himself, so it's only a good thing for the club, considering that he wasn't around last year when you were
No.
there. So just had other things going on in his life. Played twos all season, but so it's a good thing.
No, but yeah.
All right, so that's the season at this point in time, and we'll see how we go against Bentley Uniting. But until then, see you in a fortnight.
Want to get a bit?
Yes.